Hey guys, it's your girl Jalicia, and I want to come in and talk today really quick about edges. You know, all this right here, baby hair, all that good stuff. I want to talk about edges because I have gotten several questions about people having issues with the front of their hair. I've seen countless pictures on Instagrams that are humongous fails, and I feel like we need to discuss it. So, you want to talk about it today? Me too. Let's go. Before you get into video, just know that this lock right here will be starring in the entire video. So I hope it's not a distraction. And if it is, laugh out loud because I was cracking up looking at it while I was editing. Okay? Back to the regular programming. Alright, now, before I even get into talking about it, let me just say this. I am not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone. I'm not calling anyone in particular out. But we all, to some degree, suffer with some kind of issues with our edges. Either we got too much baby hairs, we don't like our baby hairs, we feel like a part is missing. Women in general, edges are a battle that we suffer with daily, okay? We all see those girls with those beautiful hairlines and you're like, girl, where you get them edges from, right? And we all see the picture on Instagram where they selling edges 2 for $20 because it's a big joke that black women don't have edges. Ha ha ha, hell. Okay, now as you can see, I have a little edge issues myself. So you know I'm not exempt from this conversation. And my edge issues came from the fact that back in the day, I love me some micros. And if y'all know about micros, you know micros will snatch them edges out. Like, you'll be asleep and wake up and be braids on your pillow and you're like, where them come from? Girl, them edges, you see that little nicely clean spot where it done been pulled out? Yeah, right. I really have had my edges pulled out. So I definitely can understand it. So I want to give some tips and tricks to things that may be causing the edge issues that we might not be aware of. So let's get into it. The first thing on my list is beeswax and black gel. I was a big time Ampro Pro Style fan back in the day because with this thick hair, especially when I was natural, black gel was the only gel that would lay this down. I would have to brush my hair back, put the gel on, and then put a scarf over it and leave the scarf on for an hour so it could go ahead and lay it down and it would give me beautiful waves. But Ampro and Pro Style gel, because of the chemicals that's in it, will pull out your edges. But Jalicia, why you pull out my edges and they don't do nothing else the rest of my hair? First things first is your edges right here are the most vulnerable hairs on your head. All along the nape area, because those are the ones that interact most with all of our makeup, our lotion, all kind of hair grease that we put in. This part right here is the most affected. So it's the one that's liable to fall out first. Now, like I said, the chemicals in the black gel definitely, because these hairs are so sensitive, if you're using it constantly, it will affect your edges. Now, putting it down every now and again is not going to kill you. People all the time talk about, oh, you shouldn't use it. It's not the best thing to use, but I can't tell you not to use it because I've used it. I've used it while I was locked even. Sometimes you just need a little black gel to lay down. A little bit is not harmful, but every day, and that being only gel that you use on your edges, that's a no-no. But along with that, you want to be careful with beeswax because we all know, especially those of us with locks, beeswax will never come out. The reason why everyone talks about beeswax is because beeswax is like that old auntie that always come to visit and you be like, why is she even coming over here? Beeswax comes over and it does not leave. For those of us who do locks, we know that when we have clients that have used beeswax and you're in that shampoo bowl, it's like brown, nasty glue coming out of the locks, and that is not a good look. Don't nobody have time for that. Don't nobody have time for that. Don't nobody have time for cleaning that out, okay? Okay. Also, you want to be aware of glue. If you're wearing a lace front, if you're gluing tracks, you want to be aware that hair glue will pull out your edges, especially if you like how I used to be and you be like, the track is a little loose and you could just pull it out. No, because like I said, these right here are prone to pull out first. So while the rest of this hair might not snatch when you pull that track, these definitely will. So be mindful. The other thing that you want to be aware for is tight ponytails. Let me tell you something. I love a snatched ponytail, okay? I want to look chinky by the time you do my ponytail. I want to be all like, hi, hey y'all, it's sucky long time. So I definitely understand that, but when you're making your ponytails tight, you also want to not use black gel when you know your ponytail is going to be extra tight. And a quick trick that I learned from actually J. Rennie C when way back when she had her locks, is you want to take these locks out, or the hair in this section out. This is what pulls your hair, and these will come out first. So what you want to do is, if you have loose hair, part it right here, just a little section, or you want to take out these locks right in the very front, leave that down, pull all the rest of your hair into a nice tight ponytail as snatched as you like, and then what you want to do is take the brush and gel this part back, again if you have loose natural hair, or if you have locks, then you want to add these locks up so that it's not all being pulled and snatched constantly, because again, that tension, it will come right off. We don't want that. Now for men, the one thing that definitely will eat up your edges is the clippers. Now if you cut your hair yourself or you go to the barber, you need to be careful of your lineup and to make sure that he's not pushing your hairline back every time, because we know some barbers can do that. Or you also want to be careful that when you're getting your hair retwisted, that it's not interfering with the clipper line, because if it is, when they go around with that clipper, you know, for locks, the roots are what we hold on to. So when they continuously clip little hairs in that lock, eventually it's going to come off. So you need to be mindful of that. Also, most of us tie our hair down tonight. I don't tie my hair down every night, but I do tie it down. Most of us know that we should be using a satin scarf, but they really don't know why people say, oh, use satin or use something nylon along that line. The reason is cotton and any other material that's not silk, nylon, or satin will snag your hair. When I had a perm, like when I was like, what, 21 maybe, I had a patch in the back of my hair that would not grow. I promise you, it did not grow until I started my locks, okay? It just stayed this long, and it will grow a little bit and break off back down the head, and grow, and break off back the head. And I was like, yo, am I going bald? I actually considered buying Rogaine, I'm not gonna lie. But the problem was, I would lay on my pillow and watch TV, and I always lay with my head back like this. And also when I sleep, I don't sleep on my back, but I do sometimes. Also, when I sleep, I tend to move my head back and forth like this on the pillow. And because I was not using a satin pillowcase, it ate away at the hair. Cotton and your hair going like this, it will break it off. So that is the reason why you need to wear satin. So guys, when you go play basketball, you want to wear a headband, you can't use those Nike headbands. If you want to look cool, then you need to put a do-rag under it. Females, the scarves that we use needs to be nylon, silk, or satin. Do not tie your hair with those cute little bandanas, you know, all those stuff. It's cute, but if you do, put something nylon, silk, or satin under right here so that your edges don't get damaged. A good solution for that, like I always mention to you guys, is get you a leg of a stocking. That's what this is. As you can see, they were kind of like fishnet tights. And this is a perfect headband. Put that under there, and then if you want to put something over it, that's fine. But this can rub up against your edges fine, and it won't snag it, but other materials will. Of course, we already know retwisting your hair way too tight is not the business, and it will break off your hair very quickly. Like, every time you retwist your hair and you do it too tight, you're losing 2 locks. It might not be visible now, but trust me, those 2 locks will eventually fall out. Now, if you need help about twisting and you have questions about how it's too tight and all that stuff, I already have a video on it. Click right here for retwisting the Jalicia way, and I discuss in detail, you know, what's too tight, what's not too tight. So you'll get all that information there. And the last tip that I want to give you is the Holy Grail, which is Jamaican black castor oil. Now, the reason why I say that is because a lot of companies make things that say, oh, it's going to make your edges grow back. Oh, it's going to make your hair grow thick. Blah, 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 blah. Cha-boo, okay? The only one that I have seen that actually produced results is Jamaican black castor oil. You can Google it to find out where you get it in your area. I don't even have any. I will be getting some. But a lot of people, Cheska Locks, a lot of people have made videos on it. So definitely search YouTube or Google for the benefits of that. But that is the only thing that I know that will grow your edges back in. So if you know of any others, let me know so I can tell the people. But that's all I have found. So I definitely suggest, and you just need a little bit. Who is Sugar actually has a video. I believe she used black castor oil as well. Sugar, did you? Sugar, you used black castor oil, right? I think Tiny Tim and Broke Down Betty, when she was growing them, I want to say she used that, but don't quote me, but go check and see. Definitely, I'll leave a link to Sugar's channel down below. I'm sure everyone watching knows who she is. She's the most popular girl in school. Hey, Shug! So those are the tips that I want to leave behind. Also, as an added bonus, stylists, quit pulling out these people's hair, okay? Because I am tired of seeing pictures on Instagram where they look like they bald, like you done shaved the front, and then you have the nerve to style those people all kind of in the back. Like, no. In my opinion, if your edges is raggedy, your hair is raggedy. That's it. Alright, so I thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, rating, subscribing, all that good stuff. I definitely hope this video was helpful for you. It's been on my mind, man. I'm sick as tired of seeing raggedy edges. Not only in YouTube, but in person. You know what I'm saying? So, each one teach one. I done told you. You tell somebody, okay? Let's stop this no edge epidemic. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. So if you have some things that you want to talk about that you feel like will damage your edges, if you have some tips that I left out, leave them down below. If you have something that worked great for you and your edges that's not Jamaican black castor oil, then definitely tell us. We want to know. We want to save our edges. So leave that down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Peace out.
She works hard for the comments, so you better hit that like.